Right now on 44 News Tonight, here's a look at some of the top stories that we're following. Late breaking tonight. Flames may be out, but those questions still burning. Officials across the tri-state are addressing concerns regarding a chemical fire. What's being done to protect your health?
No, just crazy being this close to home, you know.
And tonight, residents speaking out after the chemical fire sends toxic fumes through their neighborhood. Plus, a community in mourning. Take a look at how you can help the family of a 14-year-old killed in an accidental shooting.
Well, it's a beautiful day today with a lot of sunshine, and we're expecting more of the same tomorrow, but the humidity is going to be coming back this week, and the temperatures will get much higher. We'll have more on that coming up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is 44 News at 9.
First tonight on 44 News, we are continuing our coverage regarding the massive chemical fire in Warwick County over the weekend. The toxic blaze sparks concerns over the safety of the drinking water across the tri-state. But before we dive into what officials had to say about it, here's what we know at this hour regarding this fire. Now, this fire broke out Saturday at the PBTT manufacturing facility. At this time, multiple agencies are working together to assess the fire and cleanup efforts. Indiana fire marshals are investigating what caused this fire. The shelter in place has since been lifted since Sunday. But because of the chemical fire, many residents are still concerned about the air quality. Officials had issued a shelter in place on Saturday, spanning from Newburgh to across the Ohio River into Henderson and Davis County. As we just mentioned, the shelter in place has since been lifted, and we spoke to a professional analytical chemist at the University of Southern Indiana who told us particles like that produced from the fire could be carried miles. But it's one of those things where as you get smaller particles, there's also less of them. So it kind of gets diluted as it gets further from the incident site.
A reasonable concern that the oxides that are produced from these they're going to be pretty caustic. And so if there are significant amounts of these things around, that's a hazard, particularly for like a freshwater pond or something like that. That would be a reasonable concern.
The Ohio Township Trustee's office is working to make sure that all equipment and supplies used in the suppression of this fire are replaced, cleaned, and tested. Well, there are several officials addressing the concerns regarding water quality following this fire. Now, we first reached out to Indiana American Water, who is assuring their customers that water safety is not affected by this fire. Indiana American Water released a statement saying, in part, their water supply is safe and has not been impacted. Officials say while water safety remains their top priority, they don't have any concerns about the safety or quality of that water supply. According to officials, they use deep groundwater wells not near the Ohio River or the fire area. And new tonight, along with the Indiana American Water statement, Evansville Water Sewer Utility released their statement saying the team has been closely monitoring the situation to make sure the water remains of highest quality. EWSU says first responders has used water from the Van Park Pond, not the river. Evansville's water source is the Ohio River, and while some quantity of ash may settle into that water, the potential for contamination from airborne particles remains low. EWSU also tested raw water from the river, saying that the results showed no unexpected material. Well, that fire forced thousands of tri-staters to huddle inside and shelter from the potentially hazardous ash and soot. One family says they were shocked to see just how much smoke was right near their home. 44 News reporter Callie Tadero has their story.
The Mount family says they're grateful no one was hurt, as something like this could happen anywhere, even just a mile away from your home.
No, just crazy being this close to home, you know.
Richard Mount lives in Warwick County. He was not home when the initial explosion happened, but he was curious what the commotion was on the roadways as he saw smoke and flames filling the air the closer he got to home.
Not home when the initial explosion happened. I was headed home, and I did see the flames and the smoke. And then I was home later that evening when the secondary explosion happened.
Here are two photos Mount had taken from his backyard. The first one time-stamped at 8:14, the second one just moments later at 8:49.
Well, I personally know someone that was in the building when it happened. She works there. And there were no injuries to any of the employees or anyone around the area.
Right now, medical officials say the main thing they are noticing are respiratory issues or skin issues involving chemical burns. Matthew Gilbert, a medical director director at Deaconess, tells us the key things to take away to make sure you're medically safe.
Step one is always decontaminate yourself, because with caustic chemicals, it causes a burn. So if you notice anything on you, just make sure you clean it off real good. That's the first step no matter what.
Gilbert saying if you have a mild burn on the skin, you can see your primary care doctor. For any severe breathing issues, he suggests to come to the ER.
Main thing we've seen are people who already have underlying lung issues. So if they have bad lungs anyway, whether it's asthma or COPD, a lot of things can set you into an exacerbation, and this is one of them.
Doctors express appreciation to the work of the fire departments who are involved and will continue to work closely with local fire departments to ensure that they're prepared in situations like these. Reporting in Warwick County, Callie Tadero, 44 News.
Thank you, Callie. Well, the Environmental Protection Agency is working on a ash debris assessment plan. Now, according to their website, they say while details are still pending, residents can report ash from the fire on their property. A reminder, make sure you include your name, address, best point of contact, and where the ash debris can be seen. A link can be seen on your screen. We're told the EPA was on site of the manufacturing facility Sunday, conducting supplemental air monitoring. And new tonight, the Warwick County Commissioners have issued to close Van Park until further notice. Now, according to officials, Van Park, including the baseball fields and pickleball courts, along with the AMAC soccer field, will be closed to the public. This decision was made following the guidance from the Environmental Protection Agency. EPA is still monitoring conditions throughout the area and are developing a response plan. The Warwick Humane Society is in need of donations following the fire. They say due to the loss of income, the shelter will have to delay construction for the new shelter, and 2 of their properties need to be cleaned up. Now, thankfully, they had plenty of people step up and help relocate the animals, but they say they will not be able to take any of the pets back until at least Tuesday. You can find more information on how you can help over on their Facebook page. Well, as the situation continues to develop, be sure to stay with us for the latest updates by downloading our 44 News app, or you can head over to our website, WEVV.com. Well, turning to weather now, another beautiful day all across the tri-state, but that summer heat making its return. Meteorologist Carl Parker is tracking the latest on what we can expect.
Hi, Ben. Beautiful day today. Kind of a continuation of what we had over the weekend. It's been very dry. It's been really comfortable. We've had a lot of sunshine. We're going to have more of the same tomorrow, but things are going to be changing this week. We expect that it's going to get more humid. It's going to get warmer. We're actually going to get back into the 90s, which is kind of amazing because we're going to be approaching fall as we see this warmer weather. But, you know, on the other hand, you knew that we probably couldn't ride this cool streak out all the way up until the cooler weather really settles in for good. I'm not surprised that we're getting one more little bout of warm weather, but it's not going to be crazy, and we'll talk more about that coming up. So right now, temperatures in the lower 60s. We're going to get down to about 50 into tomorrow morning. We're going to see plenty of sunshine tomorrow, maybe a few high clouds sneaking in the afternoon, and we'll top out in the lower to middle 80s. So we'll call it 84 for tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine, beautiful day, very nice night tomorrow, not quite as cool as it's been, 59, and then even warmer on Wednesday, 87, and then we do expect to get into the 90s by the end of the week, if not sooner, and we'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Carl. Well, News Since 6, a GoFundMe has been started to raise money for the family of the 14-year-old killed in an accidental shooting. Javionte Cox was shot by another teen at his home on East Cherry Street last week. Evansville police ruled that the teen had thought the gun was unloaded when he shot Cox. The GoFundMe is to help raise money for funeral arrangements. In the summary, Javionte, also known as JoJo, was known for being outgoing and a goofball. Also new tonight, a man faces murder charges in connection to a death investigation in El Dorado, Illinois. Illinois State Police say the incident happened Sunday morning. Now, Saline County State's Attorney's Office says Jesse Trout was the one arrested. Authorities have yet to release the identity of the victim. A bench trial for one of 3 Warwick County commissioners will start tomorrow. Court records show Terry Philippi will be in court for a bench trial starting at 9 in the morning Tuesday. Philippi faces official misconduct and false informing charges following an investigation with the county health department. His perjury charge was dropped back in June. A former nonprofit director from Du Bois County has been sentenced to federal prison for embezzling funds. Ellen Korn pled guilty to 5 counts of wire fraud. According to court documents, Korn stole over $161,000 from a youth mentorship program that provides college scholarships for local high school students. Korn used the organization's credit card for personal expenses and altered financial records to hide the theft. She has been sentenced to 1 year and 9 months in federal prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Also new at this hour, Hopkins County Sheriff's Office says 1 man died following a crash this morning. Deputies responded to the intersection of Nebo and J.E. Ellis Road for a single car crash. Sheriff's Office says their investigation showed that Keith Daniels had went off the right side of the road and hit the embankment before rolling. Deputies say Daniels was ejected from the vehicle and was pronounced dead at the scene. Well, coming up on 44 News tonight, the I-69 bridge construction takes a big step forward. How leaders are keeping this massive project on track. Plus, we have multiple traffic alerts all across the tri-state. What you need to know so you can plan your commute. But first, taking a live look outside our 44 Sky Cam network over Smothers Park in Owensboro. On a nice night across the tri-state, but as Carl mentioned, those temperatures are going to increase, bringing back some summer-like heat to the tri-state area. When that will return, you will find out with a full check of your forecast coming up after the break.